Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now, going on with NLP presupposition number 4. Here we're talking about experience having a structure. So our internal experience, they're formed by our inner representations of our 5 external senses. So that being sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touching, feeling. Now we can begin to explore this inner subjective world and learn how to change the structure of each experience. So there are the main components in our thought. So pictures, sounds, and feelings. Now each in turn is composed of details or qualities. For example, now that picture can be in color or black and white. It can be clear or bright. It can be moving like a film strip, like this, or it can be completely still. Now it can be out there in the distance or it can be right up in our face. Now these distinctions can be made regardless of what that picture actually contains, what it's actually a picture of. And very similarly, a sound can be high or low pitched. It can be heard far out in the distance or right up close to our ear. It can even be an internal sound. And it can be loud or it can be nice, soft and gentle. Similarly, a feeling can be hard or soft. It can have a bit of pressure, a bit of weight to it. It can be light, it can be freeing, it can be nice, it can be easy. Mild or intense, hot or cold. All this constitutes the structure of thought or experience. Now we can change some of those details to suit our preference or to alter this experience. For example, we change the colour in a picture by making it colourful instead of black or white. And if it's still, we can speed it up or even just make it move to begin with. This changes how we feel about that experience or that picture that we've conjured up in our mind to deal with whatever that experience is. So say for example, if I'm thinking of a food that I no longer want to eat, I can see that food sitting there on a plate in front of me. Now I can change that to black and white. I can push that out a bit further. I can move it around in my vision scope, that image of what I don't want to eat anymore, and leave it there. And then that actually changes how I feel about that food from there to there. I'll notice that some of those feelings inside me change as that picture moves, as those submodalities change. So this is basically the submodalities work that neurolinguistic programming goes through, where we take one thing, have another thing, and we take that one thing and put it over here. So whether that be a food I no longer want to eat, over into a food I hate. Whether that be something I believe to be true that's holding me back, I put it over into something that I don't believe. A fear, and turn it into something that I no longer fear. Just by changing some of those details or the qualities of that picture. Now that too works for the sound. Hearing something that makes me fearful, and then hearing something that's nice and calming, or whatever the case may be, whatever you want to change it into. As well as just changing how you feel about something. So if you feel it really heavy in your heart, maybe move it down to the stomach where it's nice, open and wide, or whatever, and lighter. Now a simple exercise to see how easy this can actually occur is to think about, now you may need to close your eyes for this or whatever, think about what you had for breakfast. Or if you don't have breakfast, the last meal you had, or the last drink that you had, that you made yourself. Now this could be on a plate or in a cup, doesn't matter. What I want you to do as you're thinking of that cup, of that plate, or the food that's on there, or in that cup, I want you to change the colour of it. Change it to the same colour as the shirt I'm wearing. Change it to this vibrant sort of blue. Now if you can do that, you can change anything else in your imagination to suit you, or to suit that you want to change it to. By replacing the qualities of an unpleasant memory with those of a happy memory, will enhance our thought or feeling. And at times, changing some of these qualities may make minimal difference to the structure of an experience, and changing a few critical ones can cause quite a significant difference. It therefore follows that identifying the critical ones can be of immense advantage. So which details is it? Normally, it is the location of something and the size of something. Because once we get it over into, say, sad memory to a happy memory and make it the same size in the exact same location, it changes instantly. So to intensify our feeling in a happy memory, we can associate ourselves by being present there and seeing things through our own eyes. So that is, if you're viewing that happy memory with you in the picture, change it so you're viewing it through your own eyes. Because this gives us a more happy feeling rather than being disassociated from it. But being disassociated, however, can have a significant effect on how bad we feel about an experience as well. So if we're viewing and replaying and seeing everything through our own eyes, we can disassociate from that. And one, it changes our perspective. We're able to see a whole lot more around it, and it reduces the pain because it's no longer a part of us, if that makes sense. If we make the changes to the detail to induce the state that we desire, we are in a better position to create varying states of mind. Our subjective experience, now especially those painful or unpleasant ones, can be easily changed at any time by manipulating those details. This is extremely important, considering especially some of those unpleasant memories or experiences happen no matter how long ago or how recently in the past. The experience simply cannot be erased from memory, but we can go in and change how we feel about that. We change the memory by changing the structure. When we change the structure of the experience, we change its meaning. The change in meaning leads to a favourable change in our feelings towards the experience. So this means that we can now take control and decide to think or feel in ways that are more suitable to us, ways that are going to help us, to encourage us, to move us forward. This may be something that you might not be able to do on your own. If you're interested at all, I run a couple of NLP, so neuro-linguistic programming courses online that do involve submodalities and have a submodality sheet that you can jot all these details down so that you know what to change. Those are found on Udemy. I'll leave a link down below for my instructor profile where you can go through and see those. Or if you're a member of Skillshare, I do have a course on there, 2 courses on there as well, about NLP. So you can go through, and even if you just take that, this is such a powerful tool, such a powerful way to be able to change and manipulate how you feel about things so that you have a more positive outcome for it. Whether it be something that you want to be cautious of, so say for instance smoking, you can move that into something that no longer grabs you, no longer feels like part of you, or any sort of addiction. But we'll know that there can be other strings attached to that, as addictions are quite a painful, long sort of thing. Like there's something else there. But with enough support and enough guidance, you can get out of that. But sometimes all it takes is a bit of a picture shift as well. But by changing the structure of our experience, we can change any experience and even create new ones, as well as change our behaviour and bring about a more desired outcome. So that is presupposition number 4. Experience has the structure, or submodalities of an experience. I use this one a lot in clinic. I take something that someone doesn't like and they do like, or whatever it is, whatever the case may be. Normally, how they feel about 2 things. So whether one side of the thing is someone being angry at them, and then something that doesn't affect them, and we move that over there. So then they're able to deal with confrontation a bit more. And the feelings in that change as well. And you can see them searching for that old way, but it doesn't quite work. It's fantastic to see, and it's part of the reason that I got into this work, is to help create that positive change in people. But anyway guys, enough about harping on about that. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe if you like this video. If you want to see more things like this, talking about how we can easily change and a new way of looking at things as well. I'm Rob Murphy, and I will see you in the next video.